Act 3 of Season 17 just dropped today. As a world-renowned pirate historian and a veteran SOT player, let me give you my hot take and initial impressions. The first ever world event introduced to Sea of Thieves was the OG Skeleton Fortress all the way back in 2018. 7 years on, and only 2 more types of skelly forts have made their way into the high seas. The Forward Dam in 2019 and the Fort of Fortune in 2021. Even though skelly forts are older than my grandfather, they remain very popular even in 2025. This is because skeleton forts flow perfectly into the rest of the Sea of Thieves sandbox. The content is engaging, the rewards are top-notch, and forts are designed to encourage player versus player interactions. Island cannons for defense, kegs for sneaky offensive plays, and a huge icon in the sky are the ingredients that make for top-tier PvE. So now, 4 years after the Fort of Fortune, how does the brand new Reaper Fortress stack up? Here's my hot take. Reaper Fortresses are S tier. Rather than reinventing the wheel, they add a new layer to a tried and true design. On top of fighting off waves of skeletons, Dark Brethren forces have entered the fray. They are an enemy of both you and Flameheart, making for a wild, free-for-all battle. Furthermore, the new forts integrate naval combat into the event. Dark Brethren ghost ships surround the island, forcing crews to juggle both sea and land threats simultaneously. On top of this, traps are placed throughout the fort. Rare first added traps to islands a few years ago, and I am so happy they are finally being utilized in a world event. It's also almost guaranteed that other crews are going to contest the new fortress. Combining PvP with opposing land and naval AI threats, island traps, friendly bone and blade skeletons, weapon cache kegs, and a huge loot haul regardless of mega stash makes for one of the most unique and replayable world events in Sea of Thieves history. I'm excited to see what sort of shenanigans players get into during the upcoming days and weeks. As was discussed in my PvE deep dive video, content needs to have replayability in order for it to have longevity. Reaper forts nail it perfectly by design. I'm calling it now. The new forts are going to retain popularity years after Season 17's conclusion. If you're watching this video in the distant future, I'll ask, am I a fortune teller or a false prophet? 110 FOV, the return of Quickswap, a top-tier world event, Sea of Thieves is entering another golden age. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the current state of Sea of Thieves. The mainstream tells us that the game is on its last leg, but I strongly disagree. In even bigger news, Rare announced yesterday HG will soon be receiving some much needed love. As such, my next video will be a long-form analysis on Hourglass. Expect that video within the next week or two. I appreciate all of you, and I love reading through the comments of those who both agree and disagree with me. Till next time, bye bye, GG.